what are those decision making filters? What are those principles? What are those things that kind of carry over in everything that you do that you focus on? I think there's, success always leaves clues. And it's like, what are those, steps that you've always taken in whatever you've done to find the success?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, as you guys know, I've always been incredibly passionate about building the right relationships and high level, relationships. I think that it's the most important, um, it's the most important thing that we can do. I don't care what business that you're in, or it's relationships are really far more important to me than really anything else, because they're the ones, my real estate relationships, like you guys, that help drive business to black tie. My relationships in, if I want to write, the best song that I possibly can, then I better get in the room with the best songwriters that I can possibly find. Does that make sense? And I think just putting yourselves, in a position to win by surrounding yourself with, the best of the best. That's something that I've always tried to do. I try to be a student at all times when I'm in those rooms, and find how I can not only, not learn from these other guys everything that I can, but also learn what I can do to provide as much value as I can to them. Because I think the bigger rooms that you get in, the bigger people that you're around, it becomes harder to kind of calculate that value, or really find that that one thing that person, like I said, if I walk into a room, I've got a billionaire sitting in here that's my private equity guy that is helping me take black tie to the moon. And he came in the studio with me today. We're doing some music business stuff as well. But it's finding things that guy that guy's passionate about, or things that you can do to add value to a guy like that's life. It's a little bit harder to do that for a guy who has everything, right? So I think it all comes down to, there's a support that you show, and a camaraderie ship, and I think that we can all learn something from everybody, right? No matter who you are or what you do. It's always just kind of keeping your heart and your ears and your mind open, for and looking at ways to add value, and learning everything that you can from those people that you put yourself around.